Shabbat Shalom, everyone.
Woo, woo, that
Woo,
man, I can't even look at this. This is what I was looking the whole time, just my smile the entire time.
those
And I'm reading some of
faces,
our.
all of
It's
those
so beautiful. This is
faces.
beautiful. The chats we have a lot of Shabbat Shaloms, and we have even a couple. I need this tonight. We have Shabbat Shalom. I really need. I was like, yeah, me too. I feel you, Maggie. I feel you absolutely. And then seeing those punams, those
I
faces.
know, I miss those faces. I
Oh,
miss them so
singing,
much.
it just brings me such joy. And you know what that makes me feel like? It makes me feel like celebrating.
You
Lucky for me, tonight is celebration Shabbat.
That it is,
Huh?
that it is.
How about I love it. We're going to be celebrating all sorts of things. We are celebrating, of course, Shabbat. We are celebrating being together. We are celebrating birthdays. We're celebrating anniversaries. We're celebrating all sorts of wonderful. We're celebrating the Torah. We're celebrating some other cool things. I don't know. This is just
It's a
fantastic.
lot of
It just makes me so
celebrations.
happy. But then
That's a lot of
celebrate
celebrate
good
good
time.
times.
Come
Come
on. Yay,
on.
die, die, yay, die, yay, die, die. I had the band play that song 3 times at my wedding because it's my favorite song.
That somehow doesn't surprise me.
Well, I just want to welcome everybody. For those of you who may be joining in for the first time, my name is David Eshel. I'm one of our rabbis at Wilshire Boulevard Temple, and
And
we also
I'm
have
Cantor Lisa Peicott, one of our cantors.
yes.
Shabbat
Oh,
Shalom.
so wonderful. Shabbat Shalom. So wonderful to be here with everyone. So what do you think, Cantor Peicott? Should we jump in with a little candle lighting, kiddush,
I think
motzi?
we should. And I think we have our first celebration of this celebration Shabbat. And we're going to invite the Lewin family to come to light
Yes.
candles with us. Aaron has his bar mitzvah tomorrow
All
afternoon.
right.
Woo!
Oh, Mazel Tov. Oh, I remember Sachi when he was this big and little baby. Now, a bar mitzvah. Oh, such the reasons to celebrate. Beautiful.
Okay, so for those of you following along at home, this is the moment where we're going to light our Shabbat candles together as one community and to bring on all of that love and that light of Shabbat. And God willing, these things work. There we go. Oh, one more.
Yeah.
There we go. Okay, we're going to bring in that light 3 times as we join together in the blessing. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kidshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat. Shabbat Shalom, everyone. We're going to make this time holy together by joining in our Kiddush, our blessing over our Shabbos wine or our grape juice. We hold the cup in the palm of our hands because Kosira Vaya, our cup is literally overflowing with just love and beauty and blessings this Shabbat. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kidshanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu v'shabbat kodsho be'ahava uvratzon hinchilanu zikaron lema'aseh v'reishit כי הוא יום תחילה למקראי קודש, זכר ליציאת מצרים. כי בנו בחרת ואותנו קידשת מכל העמים, ושבת קודשך באהבה וברצון הנחלתנו. ברוך אתה אדוני מקדש השבת לחיים. לחיים, everyone.
L'chaim.
And last
Delicious.
but not least, we have our blessing over our challah. For those of us who are about to enjoy a beautiful Shabbat meal, we join in the blessing together. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hamotzi lechem min haaretz. Amen. B'tei avon, everyone. Ooh, Lisa, let's see that challah. That is gorgeous. Beautiful.
Oh, look at that.
It
Delish.
looks good.
Can't wait.
Erin, you are going to rock it tomorrow. We are so proud of you, and we can't wait to celebrate you this weekend. We're celebrating you tonight. We're going to celebrate you tomorrow. It's just one big celebration. So mazal tov to you and your whole family. Get a good night's sleep, because we're going to have some fun tomorrow. Mazal tov. Bye. Beautiful. I think we're going to continue by welcoming in Shabbat with a little Lecha Dodi, but I know that Rabbi Eshel had something special that he wanted to teach about Lecha
Ooh,
Dodi.
Eshel special. Eshel special. Look at this. There's the little Eshel special that I want to share. Okay, so we can see in Cantor Peicott's screen, there are how many Shabbat candles? 2. We have 2 Shabbat candles. 2. Why do we have 2 candles? Why 2? Why not just 1 candle? Why not 3 candles? Why 2 candles? Well, there is a beautiful teaching that says we have 2 because of their names. Did you know that these candles actually have names? They do. One is named Shamor. The other is named Zachor or Zachor in an American accented Hebrew, right? So we have Shamor and Zachor. Now, why specifically am I introducing this right now, prior to Lecha Dodi? Because the first section that we chant in Lecha Dodi, Jess, maybe let's throw that up for us real quick. The first section that we chant for Lecha Dodi goes like this. It goes, Shamor v'zachor b'dibur echad. Shamor v'zachor b'dibur echad. Shamor v'zachor. Shamor means that we will keep, right? To keep Shabbat. Zachor means we will remember Shabbat. B'dibur echad. In one voice. In one voice. Great, Jess, you can let that go. So why does it say that? And it has everything to do with this week's Torah portion. We're in Parshat Yitro, right? We're in Parshat Yitro, and among other wonderful, fabulous things that happen in the Parsha, we have the introduction of the 10 Commandments. We have the introduction of the 10 Commandments, one of which has to do with Shabbat. Extra points for anybody who knows what number that is. Throw it up in the chat if you want. You could put it up in the chat. We're going to be talking about that a little bit later too, but I'll give you a hint for the interest of time. It's number 4. Okay. But here's the thing. Here's where the 2 names come in. The 10 Commandments are introduced here, right, in Parshat Yitro, but it happens again in the book of Deuteronomy. In the end, in the book of Deuteronomy, we have the second recitation of the 10 Commandments. But here, check this out. In this teaching of the 10 Commandments, in Yitro, when it talks about Shabbat, it says, Zachor et Shabbat. Remember Shabbat, right? It's number 4. It says, remember Shabbat. But the same part in Deuteronomy, it says, Shamor et Shabbat. Keep Shabbat, right? So we're like, well, why does it do this? Why is it different here? Why does it say one here and it's different in the other? So as we said, it's actually as if both of those words were told to us at the same time in one voice. Hence we get Shamor v'zachor b'dibur echad, that we should keep and remember in one voice. All right, so with that, let's jump right into a little Lecha Dodi. What do you think?
Beautiful. I love it. And what a great explanation. And here's where that teaching comes in. Adonai echad, u'shemo echad, l'shemo tiferet, elitzilah. Yai lai lai, ya la 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 lai lechad odi, ya la 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 lai likrat halah, ya la 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 lai b'nei Shabbat, b'nei Shabbat lekabelah. Likrat Shabbat, lechu v'nelcha, כי אם לכל הברכה, בראש מקדם נסוכה, סוף מעשה במחשבה תחילה. יאי לי לי, יא לה 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 לי לכד עודי, יא לה 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 לי לקראת כלה, יא לה 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 לי בני שבת, בני שבת לקבלה. If you're able to, we rise and we face the doorways to welcome in our Sabbath bride. בואי ושלום, עצרת בעלה, גם בשמחה ובצהלה, תוך אמונה, עם סגולה. בואי חלה, בואי חלה, יאי לי לי, יא לה 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 לי לכד עודי, יא לה 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 לי לקראת כלה, יא לה 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 לי בני שבת, בני שבת לקבלה. Now that we've welcomed in Shabbat like a bride, we're going to call upon two angels to bless our community this evening. And we have a special treat because not only do we have two angels to bless us with the words of Shalom Aleichem, but we have three angels, three members of our Sheer Joy Youth Choir and our Cantors Club, Emily Levin, Sadie Bernstein, and Jasmine Sorgan, to lead us with their beautiful voices and bless us on this Shabbat.
Shalom Aleichem, Malachei HaShamim, Malachei Elyon,
That was beautiful. I can't agree with you more. Faith, look at that. Love these young, beautiful voices. Shabbat Shalom. Angels, absolutely. Oh, that was fabulous. Thank you so much. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to continue with the Baruch Hu, our call to prayer. And if you are unable to rise, I invite you actually to, maybe sit up a little taller. Maybe just sit up a little taller in your seat, right? Instead of necessarily standing, we can kind of sit up with a little better posture. Look at that. Look how much more I can actually sit up. My daughter says I slouch too much. Maybe she's right now that I see this. Maybe we can sit up a little bit taller as we continue with the Baruch Hu, our call to prayer.
Everyone to just take a moment and just still themselves a little bit. Forget about everything that you had this last week, the stress of work, the stress of the pandemic, the stress of politics, whatever it is. And we're just going to take a nice deep breath and really nourish our souls before we recite the words of the Shema. We take a nice deep breath in and just let it all go with Shabbat. The Shema is about listening to, yes, all of the different voices and the different people and the unique voices around us. But on Shabbat, I think it's really about listening to ourselves, to listen about what it is that we need. What do we need to rejuvenate? What do we need to bring back to life this Shabbat? We take our hands and we cover our eyes. We try to listen to that still small voice inside of us. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Le'olam Va'ed. We join together in the words of the Ve'ahavta. Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha bechol lebavcha ubechol nafshecha ubechol meodecha ve'hayu הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך ושיננתם לבניך ודיברת בם בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ובשוכבך ובקומך וקשרתם להות על ידיך והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובישעריך למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם אני אדוני אלוהיכם אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים להיות לכם לאלוהים אני אדוני אלוהיכם Adonai Elohechem Emet.
All right. Oh, so in a moment, we are going to jump into Mi Chamocha, right? Our part of the Song of the Sea that we just did, right? Last week. Oh my goodness. I mean, the beautiful, beautiful experience that Cantor Peicott and her colleagues put together for all of us. I'm still smiling from that. It's just absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. So I want to share a little something that I learned this week, actually, in preparation for our Torah study today for Parshat Yitro, and this is beautiful. So okay, so right after the Song of the Sea, and we cross to the other side, and we're like, hey, we're free, right? We're so excited, dancing with joy. But then once that kind of joy settles down a little bit, people start. They're nervous. They're kind of freaking out a bit. They're kind of nervous. Like, what are we going to do now? Right? This is almost like chaos. We're going into a wilderness, like a true wilderness. Where are we going to go? Where are we supposed to do? This is just absolute chaos and anarchy. Wilderness. And here's something so cool. That wilderness, the expanse that they walk into, is called Sin. Sin, the wilderness of Sin. Samech Yud Nun. Sin. Okay? Now, check this out. This is beautiful. We start walking in there. So what are they doing? They're freaking out. They're really concerned. They're really worried. What are they going to do? There's no rules. There's no way anybody kind of really fully leading them to teach them how to live their lives. And it's not until we get to this Torah portion that we start to put a little fence around it to help people out, right? Where Yitro, the father-in-law of Moses, which our portion is named after, talks to Moses about how to set up like a judiciary committee, how to set up a rule of law, who's going to be taking care of what, really to start helping out the people. And we're given commandments. We're giving these rules, these laws, commandments, and then the mishpatim, which comes later, right? These rules of teaching us and helping us move through this chaos. And they are introduced to us through what? Through the 10 commandments. Okay. In Hebrew, letters and numbers are equated, right? Like Aleph is 1, Bet is 2, Gimel 3, so on, so on, so on. What is the letter equivalent to 10, to the 10 commandments? It's Yud, okay? Yud. So now check this out. We are in the wilderness of Sin. But what's going to make it less of a wilderness? What's going to start putting that little fence around it for us? The 10 commandments, the Yud. You put the Yud on the end of the word Sin, Samech Yud Nun Yud, you get Sinai. How Sinai? The mountain of Sinai, where we're going to be receiving the 10 commandments. And that whole region is also known as like the Sinai Peninsula, the Sinai Desert, right? So yes, even though it is chaotic, they have a plan to help them get through it and beyond into the future. Not unlike what's going on in our lives right now. We may feel that we're in chaos. We may feel that we don't know what's going on. But we also understand that there are people, our communities, our leaders who are working to create that plan to help us, right? Move through this chaos, move through this wilderness, and beyond. Let's continue with a little Mi Chamocha. Here we go.
That was beautiful.
Zizir יפדה אדוני את יעקב, וגלום יד חזק ממנו. ברוך אתה אדוני, גל ישראל.
One of the prayers that we only say in the evening time is our Hashkivenu. We ask that God lay us down peacefully and that we can rise up in peace. And in order to do this, we ask for God to spread a Sukkat Shalom, a sukkah of peace over each and every person in our community. So to lead us in the Hashkivenu, we have the voice of Sadie Bernstein to give us our shelter from the storm.
Shelter us beneath thy wings, O Adonai. Guard us from all harmful things, Adonai. Keep us safe throughout the night, till we wake with morning's light. Teach us, God, wrong from right. Amen. 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 Amen.
Oy, Sadie, that was beautiful. Thank you so much. We're going to continue now with the Amidah.
Adonai sefatai tiftach ufi yagi tehilatecha. Baruch ata Adonai Eloheinu ve'Elohei avoteinu b'imotenu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, ve'Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, ve'Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibor ve'Hanora, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, Ve'konei Hakol, Ve'zocher Chazdei Avot ve'imahot, Umevi Geula livnei v'neihem, Leman Shemo be'ahava, Melech Ozer u'Moshia u'Magen, Baruch ata Adonai, Magin Avraham, Ve'ezrat Sarah, Ata Gibor le'olam Adonai, Mechayei hakol ata, Rav lehoshia, Mashiv haruach, Umorid hagashem, Mechalkel chayim bechesed, מחיי הכל ברחמים רבים, סומך נופלים ורופא חולים, ומתיר אסורים, ומקיים אמונתו לשני עפר. מי כמוך בעל גבורות, ומי דומה לך, מלך ממית ומחיה, ומצמיח ישוע, ונאמן אתה להחיות הכל. ברוך אתה אדוני מחיי הכל.
We take a moment for the silent meditations of our heart, to take a moment for silent prayer.
Oh, I love that video of the ocean. On the silent prayer part of that is also so very calming, and it's so perfectly placed to what we're about to do, right? Because on top of it being calm, and for me personally, looking at that and listening to that with the ocean, everything is quite healing. So we're going to take the time now to think about those in our lives who may be in need of healing, whether that's physical healing or mental healing or spiritual healing, where we will continue with Emisha Berach, prayer for healing. If you're thinking of anyone today, I invite you to say those names to yourself, say those names in your heart, or I invite you to place the names in the chat, and so we can share them with you as well. Emisha Berach, prayer for healing. I gotta do it once a service, I guess. But I'm back. So I made a promise about 20 years ago to a teacher of mine in the rabbinic and education program. They taught me this fabulous thing about the Ten Commandments. So I just want to throw this out to everyone, and maybe we can put this in the chat. Can anybody share with us? Put it in the chat. Share with us. Name, like we talk about the Ten Commandments all the time, right? I gave you one a little bit earlier. Remember, keep Shabbat. What are some of the Ten Commandments? Put in the chat one of the Ten Commandments that you remember and its number. That's what I'm saying. Put the name of or put the commandment and its number. Let's see what we got over here. Let's see if we can figure this out, right? Because oftentimes we're like, well, yeah, we know the Ten Commandments, but do we actually know what all the Ten Commandments are? Do we actually know which number is which? All right, let's see what we got. Let's see what we got. Anybody's in the chat? I mean, this is it. Am I stumping? I'm stumping all of these people. I'm stumping everybody out there. This is fabulous. I love this. But, Cantor Lisa put in our chat, or Cantor Peicott, sorry, Cantor Peicott put in our chat, do not covet as number 10. Yes, she is in fact correct. Do not covet is one of the 10 commandments, and correct number 10. Anybody else? Let's see what we got over here. I love this. We've got Court. Oh, nice. Number 5, honor your parents. Beautiful. That is correct. I love it. Here we have one God. Number 1, Adonai is the only God. Beautiful. We have the Vogels over here that say honor your mother, father, and do not steal. But which number are these? We know that number 5 is honor, but number 6, don't murder. Oh, this is my crew right here. That I think we got some religious school families in the house right now. I love that. Number 7, be faithful. I like the way that you put this. This is great. Number 8, don't steal. Correct. One God. One is only one God. Beautiful. All right. Look at this. Look at this. We've got the Mars family are the ones with all the right answers. I wonder why. Huh? Maybe because they are fabulous students in the religious school. And you remember this. Okay, get ready. I am going to do the promise that I made to a teacher about 20 years ago that whenever this parasha came up, that I would teach everyone how to remember all 10 commandments and in what order. Okay, it's very simple. We're going to get through this quickly. So I need everybody get your fingers ready. Everybody get your fingers ready because we're going to be using our fingers. Everybody get your fingers. Justine, get your fingers. I don't see your fingers ready. Marianne, I don't see your fingers ready. Get your fingers ready. Jess, fingers. Okay, here we go. Everybody do like this. Everybody do like this. You're doing that at home, right? I can see you at home doing it. Everybody do like this. 1. So this is going to say one God. Repeat after me. One God. One God. Good. Nice. All right, everybody do like this. Right? Now everybody cross the fingers over like this. Go ahead, cross your fingers over like this. No other gods. No other gods. See, that's number 2. No other gods. Good, 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 good. Now, you like this with your fingers. This is 3. Now put it together. Now cover your lips. Shall not use God's name in vain. I shall not use God's name in vain. You're covering your lips. Don't use God's name in vain. Don't do it. All right, here we go. Everybody do like this. Number 4. Everybody do like this. Everybody do like this. So get 2 of them over on each hand. Now you put them together like this. It's like candle flames. Keep and remember Shabbat. Keep and remember Shabbat. So number 4, keep and remember Shabbat. Good. All right, now we're going to do like this. Number 5. Number 5. Here we go. Now, everybody do this in your face. Honor your parents. Honor your mother and your father, or honor your parents, right? Honor your grown-ups. That's what I like to tell for our kids. Honor your grown-ups. Good. All right. Everybody do like this. Everybody do like this. Number 6. Everybody do like this. Everybody do like this. Now, this is not a gun. This is a magic wand. The killing curse from the Harry Potter series. Avada Kedavra. Right? Oh. Do not kill. Do not murder. Boom. Number 6. Do not murder. See that? Good. All right, here we go. Everybody do like this. Or actually, everybody do like this. Now I got my ring. Everybody do like this. 7. Pinch, pinch, pinch. Now pinch your ring finger. Do not commit adultery. Number 7. Pinch that ring finger. Do not commit adultery. Or be faithful, as the Mars family says. Beautiful. All right, everybody do like this. Everybody do like this. That's number 8. Now put the 5 right on your pocket. Now you're going to take your 3 fingers and try and take something out of it. No, don't take anything out of my pocket. Do not steal. Number 8, Do not steal. Good. All right, here we go. Now everybody do like this. Everybody do like this. That's 9. Now you're gonna put your hand down here, like you're swearing on the Bible. I shall not tell a lie. Do not lie. Number 9, do not lie. And here we go. Number 10, right? Like you want to just grab things. You want to grab things. Do not covet. Do not covet. Don't grab and take what other people have or be jealous about other people. Do not covet, right? So there you go. 1 through 10. Very quick, super 2 minutes. Now all of you at home know all of the 10 commandments in their order. I am fulfilling my promise to my professor. And so make sure you come next year and we'll review this all again. And if you see me out and about or you want to email me, let me know that you've got them. You can show me your test and we can talk about it and you can show me that you know all 10 commandments. So with that, Shabbat Shalom, everyone. And now we are going to...
That is still my favorite. I am still so impressed when I see that. And I'm like, oh, mind blown. Like that
It's
professor
so good.
was genius. It's so good.
It's so good.
And it's good for adults. It's good for kids, all ages. Like you can remember
Absolutely.
all of them.
Absolutely.
Beautiful. I love it. Celebrate learning. So in
Speaking
honor
of celebrate...
celebrations, as we talked about earlier in the service, once a month we have our celebration Shabbat. And normally when we're in person, all in our sanctuary, we have a chance to honor and recognize all of those simchas that happen for our community throughout the month. But in this virtual world, we have found a way to still honor all of those amazing accomplishments and joyous and celebratory moments for our families. And so we have a very special video of our January and February. We've got birthdays, we've got B'nai Mitzvah, we've got births of grandchildren, we've got anniversaries, we've got parties. So please enjoy this special video in honor of all of you who are celebrating. So much has been canceled this year, but we can still celebrate you and your family and all of the beautiful things that are still happening in each of our lives.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam שהחיינו וקיימנו והגיענו לזמן הזה. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam שהחיינו וקיימנו והגיענו לזמן הזה.
Mazel tov!
Oh, that is so good. That is so good. And I love the harmony, amens and everything in there. Oh, so beautiful. Oh, that just warms my heart. Thank you so much for putting all of that together. Mazel tov to everyone on all the beautiful, fabulous simchas, right? Never enough simchas. We should always celebrate them. It's the best. It's the best. It's the best. Speaking of simchas and all sorts of wonderful things, we have a few additional things to share, some announcements, if you will. Cantor Peicott, can you share with us something that's coming up over Purim? There's a couple things.
I can. We have a couple of different opportunities for drive-in events for Purim. We have a drive-in Shushan Shabbat and Spiel with Rabbis Nickerson, Eshel, Jason Meshes and me, and that will be February 26th at 6 o'clock at the Ermis campus. You will drive in your car. We will have a very short Shabbat service, and then we will have a Jason Meshes extravaganza Shushan spiel with all of your favorite pop songs and Disney songs, and there's going to be a big screen so you can follow along with all of the lyrics. So that is bound to be a great time. Spaces are limited, so check out your newsletter because the register button was right there.
Beautiful. And speaking of newsletter, check your emails, check your email, check it. There's so much going. Yes, this is beautiful. Check this out. You make sure that you have this on like your, you can star this on your website, on your browser, right? Because there's so much going on at Wilshire Boulevard Temple every day. And I don't want any of you to miss any of it, right? Between classes and programs and music and study. I mean, there's just so many wonderful things that are being offered at Wilshire Boulevard Temple every given day, and don't want any of you to miss. And now here's the thing, if you're not getting any of the emails, please, please, please reach out to us and we make sure that we can fix that. And if by chance you're joining us and you are not a member yet, keyword being yet, if you would like to join, we are always, our doors are always open. We would love for you to join our community. So again, you can reach out on the website, reach out to any of us, and we would gladly welcome you and talk to you about membership if you're interested. Great. I think that's it for announcements. And now we actually have the opportunity to move into sacred memory, right? We have the opportunity to think about those in our lives who are no longer with us. The first names that you will see in a moment are those in our community who have died during this past Shloshim, the past 30 days, followed by the names of those who the Yortzeit, the memorial of their death, fell during this past week. Beatrice B. Anker, Max Bass, Donald William Bernstein, Barbara Cowan, Doris Engelman, Nathan Goldberg, Jane Hirsch, Barbara Lefkowitz-Zagowski, Diane Mandel Miller, Steve Mankus, Michko Nickerson, Francine Peterman, Alice Pollitt, Myra Scott Reifman, Eleanor Sattinger, Bennett Silberstein, Miriam Sloan Nahum, Mark Williams. Goldie Baker, Eliana Burlfane, Paul Brock, Herman Berg, Henry Kleinig Kahn, Richard Channon, Minette Cohen, David Kahn, Gladys Davis, Harold Donzis, Robert Ehrman, Sheila Feldman, Hildy Ann Fell, Sidney Fell, Harvey Fields, Alan Richard Franklin, Helen Gelfand, Anne Glansrock, Esther Goldberg, Edward Goldfeder, Eva Golden, Herbert Goldinger, Belle Gordon, Diane Grant, Samuel Warner Halber, Elizabeth Hartfield, Blanche Hoffman, Eugene Holden, Willie Jacobson, Harold Jenkin, Elizabeth Jane Kahan, Marvin Kalin, Vicky Carcomi, Jeremiah Kerner, Meir Ben Natan Chakshori, Herbert Klein, Molly Lou Kolbis, Ronald Konov, Sam Kapolsky, Jessica Korn, Faye Dawidoff Kosberg, Geraldine Lapidus, Arthur Levin, Samuel Lipkin, Zelda Malachowski, Nathan Marblestone, Joel Miller, Marshall Mintz, Edward Mitchell, Naomi Moyer, Michael Nash, Marvin Normand, Donald Osman, Mooney Oster, Stephen Platt, Cecily Renov, Judith Resnick, Alice Rosenzweig, Lucas Rosenthal, Nate Rosenberg, Fred Rosenoff, Yul Roston, Lillian Roth, Morris Savin, Mark Steven Schwartz, Kurt Seelman, Len Shapoff, Neville Shear, Ann Schrager, Kenny Singer, Lillian Sanitsky, Morris Tarika, Bruce Stein, Alice Sugarman, Boyd Sweet, Gertrude Titleman, Jerome Tober, Jeffrey Toffler, Minna Tuller, Evelyn Wasserman, Julia Weiskopf, Ronald Frank Whippern, Irvin Wixon, Georgette Yosefmir, Ruth Ziegler. We add to those names also those from ones that our community is thinking of tonight. We have Vita Lisnick, who recently passed away in Chicago. We have Joseph Mesmer. We have Mira Shafaroff. And we add to all of those names, all of those who have died defending the United States of America. We add to those names all those who have died defending the state of Israel. We add to those names all of those who have died from senseless terror around the world, all of those who have died from this pandemic. We add to those names Alice Sugarman. Thank you, Lynn. We add to those names those who have no one to say the mourner's Kaddish, the mourner's prayer for them. And finally, if you are thinking of anyone else today, I invite you to share those names now in your hearts as we continue with mourner's Kaddish. יתגדל ויתקדש שמי רבה, באומה דברך חירותי וימליך מלכותי, בחייכון וביומכון ובחיי דכל בית ישראל, בעגלה ובזמן קריב ואמרו אמן. יהי שמי רבה מבורך לעולם עולמי עולמיה, יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא, ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל, שמי דקודשה בריחו. לאלל מן כל ברכתה ושירתה, תושבחתה ונחמתה, דאמירן בעלמא ואמרו אמן. יהי שלמה רבה מן שמיה, וחיים עלינו ועל כל ישראל ואמרו אמן. עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל ואמרו אמן.
We're going to conclude our service with the words of Oseh Shalom. But before we do, I just want to acknowledge some of the members of our youth choir who participated in tonight's service. Naomi Love, Gemma Harari, Emily Levin, Sadie Bernstein, Zoe Temkin, Charlie Lewenstein, Malin Scott, Maya Eli and Talia Zipkin, Jasmine Sorgan, Paloma Robinson, Dorothy Vogel, and Isabel Matloff. And last but not least, I want to thank our behind the scenes team, without which we wouldn't be able to do any of this that we've been doing for the last 10 months. Tonight we have Mariana, Justine, and Jessica. So thank you, ladies, for all that you do and all that the communication office
Amen,
does.
amen, amen, amen.
So with that, we're going to take you out with the words of Oseh Shalom, sung to you by the voices of our future, our Sheer Joy Youth Choir. Shabbat Shalom, everyone.
Shabbat Shalom, everyone. Mazel tov to Lewin family, too. Yeah, it's exciting.
Mazel tov. See you tomorrow, Aaron.
Oseh Shalom bimromav, hu yaseh shalom aleinu. Oseh Shalom